Please welcome to the stage Witness Executive Director, Yvette Alberdingk.
Hello, everyone. I'm so honored to be standing up here on behalf of everybody who's connected to this wonderful organization. Witness is such a unique organization, and it's so passionate. I would like to tell you a story. Last winter, in January of this year, I spent a week in Cambodia visiting our partner Liquido. I want to share that experience with you because it's something that I will never forget. I met a young Cambodian woman named Soraya and her 3-year-old niece. Soraya and her family were part of a community of over 1,000 families who live and work in Phnom Penh and are day laborers and street vendors. Like many in her community, she had her own home, she had a decent job. Then, after months of harassment, one day the security forces showed up, tore down her home, transported her and the other 1,000 families to an empty field 20 kilometers outside of Phnom Penh. Now Soraya lives in a makeshift village where her home is a tent built from debris. There are no jobs, no schools, no sewage systems, no safe drinking water, and not even actually an access road. When I was there, I saw children dying of preventable diseases. They had no access to medical care. And every day, Soraya told me she actually worried about her 3-year-old niece. But Soraya stayed strong. She was one of the people that Liquido trained to use a video camera to document her family's eviction. She was able to film when the riot police came to tear down her home. In fact, she told me that when she was holding a flip camera, her hands were shaking so violently that the video she made is barely usable. That video and many others like it now are providing a powerful collective record of something that was previously a silent issue. Thanks to your support, frankly, these videos have empowered Soraya and the many, many like her to tell their stories and fight against the injustices. 2010 has brought landmark victories and hard-earned successes for Witness. We had, in fact, a key victory here in the US. Together with the National Council on Aging, we produced a video called An Age for Justice that was aimed at seeking the passage of the Elder Justice Act. It's the first comprehensive legislation that protects older Americans from abuse. Shockingly, actually, 1 in 10 older Americans over 60 suffer some form of abuse. That video was screened on Capitol Hill, and in March, I'm thrilled to report, the Elder Justice Act was passed as part of a historic healthcare reform bill this year. In Kenya, our partner Samurai used video to document their struggle, the struggle of the indigenous Ndorois people who were forcibly evicted from their ancestral lands to make place for a wildlife reserve. That video was the first ever to be admitted as evidence before the African Commission of Human and People's Rights. The powerful visuals in that video convinced the Commission that that expulsion was illegal. That case also, by the way, set a major precedent because it was adopted by the African Union, and it really recognized the rights of indigenous people to their land. And the video was the thing that catalyzed truly, if we're talking about hard-earned successes, decades of struggle. So looking ahead, we have an amazing plan to continue to expand our impact. We've committed to new partnerships to train grassroots activists, to document and address some of the most pervasive human rights issues today. We've just launched a campaign, a multi-year campaign, to end violence against women in conflict zones, and we'll be working in 5 African countries. We're very proud of that campaign. And tonight, Witness announces our global effort to stop forced evictions in Latin America, Asia, and the Middle East. This is actually, I won't bore you with the methodology, but it's a new approach and it's unique because it allows us to work with grassroots activists. But the beauty of it is, because it also plays into national and international networks, we'll be able to really fight for justice on a global level on an issue that's such an important human rights issue. And this is only few of the things we'll be focusing on. We're also launching a new campaign in the US on child trafficking. Thank you. But my biggest job here tonight actually is really to thank people. And I, first of all, want to thank all of you for being here and being part of that Witness community. Your support has made Witness the premier organization working with video in human rights worldwide, so thank you. And now I get to my own favorite part. None of us would be here tonight without the amazing depth of experience, commitment, and brains of the Witness team. I challenge all of you to speak to the Witness staff who are here. Witness staff, please stand up. Ask them. Ask them their background and ask them why they joined Witness, and you will be blown away, I promise. And they're an amazing team. I also want to thank our board for being such a committed board of people who really inspire and guide us, and they work unbelievably hard. This is not a board you can just sit on. So please stand. But most importantly, I want to thank the courageous partners that make our work possible all around the world, who tell their stories, sometimes risking their lives in the pursuit of justice. Tonight is a celebration of all of them. So people like Soraya give me hope. Her courage and her resolve is what inspires us to get up every day and do the hard work that we do. But it's not enough. Probably in the time I've stood up here, a village has disappeared. We need to do more. We need to equip more activists with cameras and training. We need to foster and support global campaigns, and we need your help. And together, we can do this. So tonight we honor Soraya. We honor all the changemakers who make up the Witness community and the Witness universe. And that includes all of our partners on the front lines, and it includes the generous supporters in this room. We're all connected through our desire to create a better and a more just world. And for that, I thank you.